All right, moving on to some sad Venus Williams news. The tennis superstar was involved in a car crash that left one man dead. TMZ Sports broke the story. We went down in Florida on June 9th. Venus was traveling in an SUV through an intersection and came to close to a stop and was T-boned by another car driven by a 68-year-old woman. Her passenger was her 78-year-old male husband, and the husband died from the impact of the crash 2 weeks after the incident. Now, we got the police report, and they believe that Venus is the one who was at fault for violating the right-of-way. The long story short is Venus was traveling through the intersection and got caught in the intersection. She didn't make it all the way through because of traffic on the other side. Now, the people who were driving in another direction, in a perpendicular direction, they were trying to go through the intersection too because they had a green light, and by the time they saw Venus in front of them, it was too late. They couldn't stop, and they collided. They T-boned right on the side of Venus's car. It was an unfortunate situation.
What's weird is I see this all the time in LA when someone drives their car out trying to wait for the light to turn, and sometimes you see people get caught up.
Yeah.
The question here is that, for me, is Venus in any type of trouble in this situation?
I'm glad you asked that. No. Cops said that they spoke with her at the scene. They did not suspect any drugs or alcohol. They also didn't suspect that she was distracted by her phone. Because a lot of people, when these things happen, go, oh, you're probably texting or tweeting or Instagramming. None of that. There was no evidence to prove that she wasn't doing anything incorrect. The only thing that she supposedly did here was, I believe, my theory is, you're at an intersection and there's a lot of traffic, and you're right before the intersection, you see the light turn yellow,
and you try to get out there. That's what I'm saying. I see that all the time here in LA,
To me, I think that's what she tried to do, except she didn't make it all the way across before the other light changed, and they were trying to time the light, and it collided. So I think that was a miscalculation on her part, an unfortunate one. By the way, her team just released a statement saying authorities did not issue Venus with any citations or traffic violations, and they called this an unfortunate accident, and Venus expresses her deepest condolences to the family who lost a loved one. If you like what you just saw, videos, great stories, and crazy photos, we've got more like it every single night on TMZ Sports on FS1.